What is up, guys? It is iSmooth here, and I know it has been a while, but we're back. We finally got new information. We got LR Dokkan Fest UI GOKU that transforms for Tanabata? Yeah, that's crazy. So in this video, we'll go down animations. I'll break down the kit. I'll talk about it a little bit how I feel. I think no, I'm gonna save that. I'm gonna save that. I'm gonna save it. You get to watch the video a little bit longer to hear what I think about that. Then I also want to talk about the sync a little bit because Tanabata, as far as we know, we have no clue when it's gonna be, but I can talk about where I think it might happen. Just a little bit. So let's get right into the animations. No playing around. I'm gonna talk over these animations, but they are fire. Just because if you want to watch the animations yourself, Dokkan Official on Twitter. Okay, maybe I'll wait a little bit, but these animations are fire in my opinion. They all look real good. OST is nice. They put a lot of love into these animations. So clean. They cooked. 3 Michelin star restaurant cooked. Also, it's pretty obvious he's fighting Jiren, but all these animations are from the Jiren fight. Like, pretty much all of them. You can tell by the stage destruction and also, the fact that he's fighting Jiren. Bro, we actually have... Oh, no. This is our second UI into complete UI. Or mastered UI, whatever you want to call it. It's complete UI here. He's not mastered it yet, but that's beside the point. Also, really weird that there is a revive symbol here. You see it like right there, like who's reviving here? I already did look at the kit, so I know it's not UI. This guy doesn't revive, and this guy doesn't have a revive either. I mean, he could easy A, which is something to think about. He hasn't been confirmed or announced, but I would say it's pretty likely that he easy A's here. But I don't think they would give him a revive, so it's kind of weird that he has a revive here, by the way. I don't know. It's just something I noticed. Domain too. He's not going to be clashing with anybody on his teams for Domain. Cool ass animation. That is a counter. Just a regular counter when he dodges, by the way. My only complaint is with that animation. He doesn't do like the little flip, but other than that, like everything is like fantastic. Also, we're probably getting a Jiren into full power Jiren for part 2. Cool KO screen, they cooked with that. So that's the end of that. I don't even want to let the video finish because Twitter does this stupid thing where it just auto scrolls to a random video next. I don't know, so we're not even gonna see whatever that is. I don't even want to know. So shout out to Goresh. Here's the translations for UI Goku. He always got him on lock. Go give him a follow. He does the translations pretty frequently. Doesn't do them all the time, but hopefully with the sync. I don't know whether he likes to do them or not. So hopefully with the sync, if he doesn't, they can give out this information at the same time as JP, so nobody has to translate anymore, other than the people who are getting paid to do it. Goresh just does it because he's cool, He also, I mean, yeah, he does the translations. So go give him a follow if you haven't already. He has really good and reliable translations most of the time. There's like almost never any issues with them. So anyways, this Goku, of course, UI Sign Goku. USS, Realm of Gods, Entrusted Will, 3 key, 170, and then the additional 30% is reps, accelerated battle, or powerful comeback. I think a lot of reps units or even USS units are on accelerated battle. Powerful comeback, of course, for any revives and reps. So if you're running Universal Survival Saga and you have reps to Universe 7, which if you're using this team is if you're using him as leader, most likely he's going to be a rep. So and we also have two top 5 units in the game in AGL UI EZA and in Evolution Blue Vegeta EZA on this team, getting full 200%. So that's going to be pretty good. I don't know, honestly, off the top of my head, if Beast Gohan is Entrusted Will. So I'll have to look at that. I'll look at that in a bit. I'm pretty sure he is. It would make sense that he is, but not 100%. So he does his entrance, whole bunch of talking, yapping. 12 key raises attack for 1 turn, greatly raises defense for 1 turn. Mega Colossal and all allies attack by 30% for 1 turn. 18 key, he greatly raises attack and raises defense, so it flips. That's pretty good that he raises defense on super attack greatly for additionals. And he raises allies defense for 30%. So if you put him in slot 1, which I'm assuming most people will, I think that's where he wants to be run for the most part. You will most likely get both of these, so you'll raise attack and defense by 30% for 1 turn, which is really good. So he activates entrance when there's at least 1 other Universal Survival Saga ally on the team, which is good. If you're running him as leader and you're not running a USS team, you would bring the friend leader, and you know there's your intro right there. Pretty simple, easy to get. And it also gives 4 key attack and defense plus 77% for 7 turns, and an additional attack and defense plus 77% for 4 turns. Which, this is basically the whole time you're going to be having him in this UI sign anyways, because his transformation condition is turn 5. Start of turn, it wish it was turn 4 start a battle or turn 5 start a battle, but it's turn 5 start a turn, so his 3rd appearance, so 5, 6, 7, depending on where he is, that's the turn that you'll be able to transform him. So now he gets key 7, attacking defense 200%, start a turn, great chance to evade, just has that. Great chance to perform a crit, just has that. Reduces damage received by 15%, has that, and reduces damage received by an additional 35% until receiving an attack. So you start out 50% damage reduction, 70% chance to crit, 70% chance to dodge, and that's before you get hit. Once you get hit, you have guard against all attacks during the turn, perform an additional super attack after evading, and you perform an additional attack that has a great chance to become a super as a 2nd or 3rd attacker in a turn. So you can super, I was going to say you could super 4 times, but it's 3 times no matter what. Unless you get hit with the AoE. Then I believe, yeah, if you get hit with an AoE, or you dodge an AoE, I should say, you can attack 4 times. But otherwise, it's just 3 times when there's no AoEs involved, no matter if he's in slot 1 or slot 2. Unless there's no attacks before you attack, then he would just get 2 attacks at the most. Either way, really good. He has 70% chance to dodge, and he has 50% damage reduction before he gets hit, and then after he gets hit, he still has 15% damage reduction and guard. So he has a lot of utility other than just a 70% chance to dodge, which is good. And then his active, which is the transformation, which also activates a domain at the same time. 5th turn, start of appearance. I hate that. I don't like that they have started to do 5th turn, start of turn, or 1st appearance. Terrible. Should be start of battle, and it should be turn 4, in my opinion. Because turn 5 is just, you just don't see it that often. These teams are so good. If this unit starts off in slot 7, you won't be able to transform until turn 7. And by the time the fight's over at that point, like, it's over. You don't even get to see it. So, I wish it was, first of all, start a battle. I hate from 1st appearance, it's just not good. Luckily, unlike Broly and Gogeta, although Gogeta's 4th turn, start a turn, this guy isn't mid in his base form. He's actually pretty good. He supports the team, he supports the rotation, and he's pretty strong defensively from what it seems, and he's probably going to be doing a decent amount of damage. Yeah, he's still pretty good, regardless, so not terrible. So when you awaken, you activate the domain. Of course, you transform to complete Ultra Instinct, or Mastered Ultra Instinct, however you want to call it. You activate the domain. All superclass allies gain 4 ki for 3 turns. And then superclass allies and enemies attacking defense plus 15%. You disable enemy evasion canceling effects. And attack plus 15% for allies who all belong to Realm of Gods. So, superclass Realm of Gods are getting 30% attack, 15% defense, and if the boss cancels dodge, you cancel the boss canceling dodge. So, you can dodge against bosses that cancel dodge, which is pretty dope. That's pretty cool. So the hard content we're probably going to get, the hardest stage is going to cancel dodge, and then you use this guy, cancels the canceling of dodge. Which is weird to say, but nonetheless a good ability. Links, I mean, regular UI sign links, prepare per battle, over in a flash, godly power, coming out, tournament power, face battle, legendary power. I'm not saying all these categories, he's on a lot. Good Goku categories. So then, once you transform to Ultra Instinct, you get 50% attack and defense, and disable enemy guard, which is really whatever. But I guess that's useful for your allies if they don't have crit or super effective. Most of your allies are going to have crit and super effective, especially if you run reps, like Universal Survival Saga plus reps. I mean, you have Evolution Blue Vegeta, he has crit. UI, AGL UI, he has crit. This unit has crit. Blue Kaioken and Evolution Blue Vegeta, the physical unit has crit. Yeah, so those main units all have crit in them anyways. If Beast is on this team, he also has crit. So it's looking real crazy. Disabling enemy guard isn't going to do a ton, but I guess it could lead to a little extra damage if you're type disadvantage. Whatever. And then again, 18 ki is 50%, and all allies attacking defense plus 59%. All allies attacking defense 59% in 1 turn. This guy is a slot 1, by the way. Once you read it. 100% slot 1. Attacking defense plus 300% start a turn. Ki 7, attack plus 59%, and evade all enemy attacks, and all allies chance to evade enemy attacks plus 10% for 1 turn. So that's the first time when you transform, you get all that. Guaranteed dodge. Then you get Ki 3, and chance to perform a crit, and chance to evade enemy attack plus 20% per attack performed. Max of Ki 12. Chance to perform a crit and evade enemy attack 77%. So, counter with tremendous power after evading an enemy's attack. Reduces damage received by 20%, and reduces an additional damage received by an additional 40% until receiving an attack. After receiving it, why do I keep saying that? After receiving a attack, guard against all attacks again. Gain an additional attack plus 91% and chance to perform a crit and evade enemies attack plus 20% if HP is 80% or below. Perform an additional super when Ki is 24. So, shortly, transform. First turn, he has guaranteed dodge, pretty much, a lot of attack, 7 Ki. And you give all allies 10% chance to dodge. So, the next big thing is, it's the same as UI Sign, it's just a little bit higher damage reduction, 60% before getting hit instead of 50. And once he gets hit, he gets guard, and then he goes down to 20% damage reduction. So again, still good defensively, still considering he has 77% chance to dodge this time, or he has just guaranteed dodge where you're not going to be getting hit anyways. No matter what situation, because once you transform, you get the dodge canceling negation. So he will never have an issue with bosses that cancel dodge because he cancels that. So he'll always have that. Now my thing is, this is what I'm not 100% sure about, but I'm pretty sure it does work this way. But you get guaranteed dodge when you transform. And then you get this, if you read it right here, you get chance to perform a crit, the key 3, chance to perform a crit, and chance to dodge plus 20% per attack performed. Up to 12 key, and then chance to perform a crit 77%, and evasion is 77%. What I'm thinking is you get your guaranteed dodge, and then as long as you dodge 4 attacks, you will be maxed out because it's per attack performed, and I'm pretty sure counters count as per attack performed. So basically, that's a non-factor, non-issue, because most likely when you transform, he's just going to dodge 4 attacks with the guaranteed dodge that can't be canceled, and then you'll have 77% chance to crit, 77% chance to dodge. And then since you're countering each attack that you evade, he's going to be doing a lot of damage. Especially considering he'll have the crit chance. He 77% chance to crit, he's going to be critting almost every time. Like, there's only 23% of the time he's not going to be critting. Plus, if you give him a little bit more crit, he'll be doing more crit. Wouldn't recommend it. I would just go additional, just because he has so much crit built in both kits that it just doesn't make sense to really go additional. Because he has 70% chance in UI sign, and he has 77% in this. So, but you might as well just give him additional dodge. So, if you get 2 dupes in him, I would go 15 additional, 6 crit, or 5 crit. It's 5 crit, whatever base crit is. 15 additional, 5 crit, and then 6 dodge. And then equips, probably just give him additional dodge equips. Or if you don't have those, just regular additional equips. Like, you'd want to maximize his chance to additional because he has 77% chance to crit, or 70% chance at the lowest. And then he has, again, 70% chance to dodge or 77% chance to dodge. So there's really just no point in giving him any crit except for the guaranteed crit that you have to give him when you get a unit 55%. So give him additional, give him dodge. Don't give him any crit nodes. I wouldn't recommend it. You could, but it's a waste. Yeah. My opinion on this unit, what I said earlier, I wholeheartedly believe that he could potentially be #1 in the game. Now, is he better than Beast straight up? I don't know. We have to see him in game first. We have to see what hard event comes out. Is it the hardest event in the game? He'll probably dominate it if it is. So that is points towards him. If it's long, especially, that's even more points towards him. So it really depends what the new hard event is. If it's super long, Beast might struggle in there. He might, or struggle. Struggle is, you know, he might not struggle, but he's not going to be as good as UI in there if it's a long event, because UI is going to dominate, and he could easily look like #1. Once he transforms for sure, he's pretty busted. I would say his transforming state is #1, but his UI sign is not better than Beast prior to turn 5, or I guess turn 3 whenever he can activate his active. This guy also doesn't have a team protection mechanic, although he does give pretty much 60% support on super. He's not going to struggle for key. You're going to be 100% fine with key. He won't have any key issues. He gets 12 key from dodging. He also gets, I'm pretty sure he just gets 7, yeah, he just gets 7 key right here. So he has what, 19 key plus 6 from the leader skill? He's at 25 key, which you can't even be at 25 key, I think. Am I tripping? 7 key. Oh no, you only get 7 key for the first turn. Okay, either way, he's gonna start out at. He'll have his 12, then you have the 6 plus, which is the leader skill, so he'll have 18. We're not even talking about where's the link? Tournament of Power, which gives you 3 key, and Prepared for Battle also gives you 2 key, and I think Over in the Flesh also gives you 2 key, if I'm not mistaken. But for sure, Tournament of Power, he's going to have, he'll have the links. He'll have the links that he needs. He'll have the key. He will not struggle to get this key as 24, so he'll be basically doing an additional super attack no matter what. And So 3 super attacks, plus all the counters, plus 77% chance to crit, plus 77% chance to dodge, cancels dodge negation, supports the rotation, gives them 10% dodge, 10% chance to dodge. Like, I'm thinking he could be number 1. It's possible. Now again, I'll have to wait and see. He's definitely, in my opinion, even though it is turn 5, start a turn, I do believe he is up in the Beast Cell Max tier if I were to rank him. Maybe I just give Beast, like, as of right now, without seeing him in game and without knowing the event, I think it could go Beast 1, Cell Max 2, UI 3, all in the toppest of the top tier. Depending on the event, he could definitely move to 1. They're close to me. They're definitely close. I definitely see the vision in. If you want to put any of those 3 at 1, I'll understand. I won't hate it. Won't matter to me. I think they're all pretty similar, tier-wise. They all have something that I say that could be number 1. Like, I wouldn't really argue it too much. Again, depending on what the hardest events are, what the new events that come out, UI could easily go. If they're longer, UI could easily go up to 1. Especially if they're all longer and they're all like tough, he could easily be 1. So that's my thoughts on UI. Let me know what you think on the comments down below. Kit, fantastic. Animations, fantastic. Again, the only thing I had a problem with is he didn't do the little flip, like when he attacks Jiren. But it's fine. It's a tiny little nitpick that is really, like, for the level of animations that they put into that and the level of work, like, those animations are top tier for me. Fantastic. Like, that's the only thing is they show him do the little flip, and that's I'd be like, that's the only thing that would make it better for me. Those are like tip of the top animations. OST is pretty good. Now that I got UI out the way, again, let me know what you think down below. How you feel about it? Are you excited? Are you summoning? Here's the fun part, right? Global. When does UI drop for global? Well, previous years, right? If we look at 8th anniversary, we would want to look around the. I'm pretty sure it's this campaign. It's not showing it. Okay. It's being weird. So I'm pretty sure it's that one. I don't think it's this one. Oh no, it is this one. Okay. So last year it's November. This is Tanabata. So do we get UI in November? That would suck. That's a long time away. So it's really hard to say, especially with the sync. We don't really know when they're gonna drop this year because of the sync. We'll get more information during the anniversary. They said they will give us more information, so hopefully they give us more information. I want to know. I'm glad they let us know about the sync when they did, as early as possible, because otherwise I still would have been spending money on JP and playing JP instead of just playing my global. So I'm glad they let us know, but they've handled it very poorly. No, I don't think anybody else disagrees with it being handled poorly, because it was. The 3rd is when it came out last year. We don't really know when it's going to come out. But my guess would be, if we just look at it, I want to say it could come out after anniversary, like part EX or whatever, but anniversary ends on the 11th of August, and we get like a small little celebration to the 24th, and then it's worldwide, right? Worldwide is out 25th of August. So I don't think it would come out in that spot. Could it come out in like part 3? I don't know. We're still missing Cell Max 2. So it really depends what they say for the sync during 7th anniversary. I guess it could still come out. UI could still come out in November, and then we just also get whatever celebration JP has, because they did say, I think it was the start of this year, basically, they did say that the games are going to be unified by summer. So if they're going on their word, and the games are going to be unified by summer, it is now summer. It is almost July, in fact. and they still got like a month, pretty much. They got July and they have August, and then that's the end of summer, midway through September. So the games should be unified by worldwide celebration, is what I would guess, or by the time it ends. I mean, worldwide is unified anyways, so I would think that is when it would be. But you gotta also remember, Tanabata has a Part 2 Carnival as well, which this year is looking like it's gonna be Jiren, and then he transforms to Jiren full power. And they're probably gonna easy attack Jiren as well, so if he's Jiren, and he transforms Jiren full power, you can link the two, which would be nice. That's what I would expect. I don't think it's Kefla, because all of those animations were Jiren versus UI, the third UI. Yeah, it was all the third UI animations. So he's looking like it's Jiren. But again, remember, that's a carnival too. This is a big celebration. There's a lot of stuff in it. If you want to just look at the previous one, like, there's a lot. Paranga, missions, this. Events, tons of events. Easy A's, like, they got a lot of stuff going on. We don't have this anymore, but I hope we do get another one of these for, I guess, Universal Survival Saga. It's a big celebration, basically, so we just have to wait and see, really. Again, I don't think they're gonna do it like straight after anniversary. It's like most likely, unless they say otherwise during whatever, like, producer letter or something during the 7th anniversary about the global sync. Like, it's looking like it might be November, a November release for global, like Tanabata was last year. Because I'm pretty sure JP around November is. I want to see what November. It would be like this slot right here. Yeah, this is Gohan and Piccolo. Yeah, this is like a little Dokkan Fest. I mean, they could do it here, but I want UI as soon as possible. Just because he looks really good, looks really cool. And that's a Dokkan Fest and Carnival LR that's just hanging around, like, just in limbo, as some people call it, right? He's just sitting there, so they just, depending on what they say coming up, it could be good, it could be bad. We could get him soon, we could get him late. It's like the latest I'd say is probably November. Unless they, like, I don't know. We still have Topo too. We need Topo as well. So far, I think what we're missing on Global is the rest of the Topo celebration. So Topo plus the sub EZAs. Then we're missing Cell Max. And we're also going to be missing UI and whatever the Tanabata celebration is. So we have some of the Cell Max stuff already. We just need the character. We have most of the Topo stuff already. We just need the character and the sub EZAs, I believe. And then it's like we're just going to have the whole Tanabata celebration somewhere. Again, most likely at the latest it'll be November is when we get the Tanabata. Could be earlier. I could honestly even see it as early as if I go back to the JP schedule that they did last year. I think this is the first campaign that's like nothing. Yeah, it's just a regular monthly campaign that doesn't have a ton of stuff in it. And if the games are supposed to be unified, like they said, probably this could be a good time. They don't have to wait until November like they did last year. They just drop it early October, which is basically just right after Worldwide, which stone count wise, having I'm gonna call it a dual Dokkan Fest for anniversary, even though it's not really. It's the Dokkan Fest Carnival, Part 1 and 2 Dokkan Fest Carnival. So, I mean, it's 2 Dokkan Fest LRs, 2 Carnival LRs. Then we're gonna go into August, which we might just get Topo. I mean, it would be cool if we got Cell Max too, but I mean, they could just give us like a banner with Topo and Cell Max. And then worldwide, we have another dual Carnival slash Dokkan Fest banner, so. And then if they drop the UI in October, then it would just be a Dokkan Fest LR, Carnival LR, so we'd be getting. Wow, we'd be getting 4 Dokkan Fest LRs, 5 Dokkan Fest LRs. 3 carnivals. Wait, my math. It would be two for anniversary, 2 for worldwide, and then the UI. Yeah, okay. 5 Dokkan Fest LRs and 5 carnivals. Yeah, I don't know why I was why am I tweaking? Anyways, it would be 5 Dokkan Fest LRs, 5 Carnival LRs, all in the span of the next 3 months? I mean, if they do it like that. Crazy, but it's worth it for the sync. And then we would also, of course, if we're synced up, we're going to be getting anniversary. We just go all the way here. Anniversary, early February, late January. So there's that too. Or is it late February? I don't remember if it's late February, but either way, I'm excited. I hope we share the 10th anniversary with with JP. It'd make a lot of sense considering we're unifying the schedules, so we should share that stuff. We should share everything. But that's my thoughts on it. At the latest, November. I guess earliest probably October. I just see it in one of those 2 time slots. I mean, they could just, again, if they say something crazy, I'll update y'all. I know I've been gone for a while, had some stuff going on. I'm back for a little bit now for sure. Anniversary, I'm doing tons of summons. I have over 3,000 stones right now, so be on the watch out for those summon videos. I'm going crazy on the anniversary. Gogeta, Broly, Beast, Gammas, I want them all. I want them all. So I will be doing content on that. UI sign EZA coming up. I might do a little something on that. I don't know. We'll see. Games. We have anniversary in 2 weeks. We're getting there. We're getting there, global players. Let me know also how many stones you have saved up if you're summoning. I mean, I would assume you are, but you know, just let me know, cause I'm really curious to see if people have more stones saved up than I do. I will probably buy some more stones. Don't do it. Don't buy more stones. Don't buy stones at all. Not good, unless you want to, of course. And I guess, but I probably will. I would assume somewhere around 3,500 by the time the first banners drop. Again, let me know. Let me know how many stones you got saved up. Who you're most excited for. Are you excited for this UI to drop on global? Are you on JP? Are you gonna summon for UI right now? Like, let me know. I want to know all these things. It's been a while since I posted, so I would like to, you know, get a little communication going. So, if you made it this far, shout out to you. Again, if you can answer my questions down below, I want to know. I'll, you know, we'll talk down there in the comments or whatever. So, yeah, I appreciate you for watching again. If you stayed this far, insane. I love you. Thank you. I'm out.